What's up, everybody? Doing a little Facebook Live update video, guys. How's your new routine going? How's working from home going? It's a change. I know one thing I've learned in the 4 hours of being home for my first day working from home. One thing I'm already gonna implement as soon as I can run out to the hardware store. I'm getting like motion sensors for every light switch in our house. These kids leaves the lights on constantly. I'm gonna cut my power bill in half. It's crazy. Well, it's a good opportunity to be from around the kids more, which is awesome. So never ever I had sweats on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon either. But I guess this is some new routines we're all learning together. So yeah, I wanted to just talk about got a lot of the fear and anxiety that we're hearing from some of our clients, some of the questions that we're getting. Wanted to just talk through a few of those with you guys. And as always, if you have any questions or anything that we can be doing to help you, just shoot us a message or comment in the section below, and we'll do what we can to take care of you guys. I really trying to focus on what we have some control of, right? There's a lot of stuff we have no control over. Never in my life have I been told I can't go to work and do my normal routine, right? So our routines that we all know and have done for years are being interrupted. And we can decide, okay, are we just gonna get frustrated and go, hide under our blankets for a few weeks until we kind of do things as normal, or are we going to look at how we can adapt to our new systems and new things we can be doing to still bring value to our clients? So that's what we're in the process of doing. So a few questions that we get from the sellers on the seller side. One of the main questions is, are we too late? Like, dang it, Josh, we wanted to get our house on the market 2 months ago, but we weren't ready. And now this coronavirus is here. Like, are we hosed? That's like literally the question. I think the answer is no. We'll see kind of how things play out. We have a very strong real estate market here in the Puget Sound region, and it will continue to be strong even as we come to the other side of the whole coronavirus thing. This too shall pass, as we've all heard many people say over the last few weeks, and we don't know when the other side is going to be. Hopefully it's just a week or two out, but even if it's a month or two out, this too shall pass. So because we have such a strong economy here locally, I think we're going to probably bounce back faster than a lot of other areas around the country. But I think the big thing to remember is we are going to have a delayed housing market this year, not a canceled housing market. So what I mean is typically right now, kind of March, April, May, we're getting into the peak of the buying season. Well, those families, right, who want to buy a home because they need more space, want to be in a different school district, or whatever the reasons may be, that need is still there, right? But with everything going on, it's just going to get delayed. So I think the big thing to remember is we're going to have a delayed housing market, not a canceled. How long will it be delayed? That's really going to depend on when do we start getting some positive news, right? Is there a vaccine they're going to come up with, or we get some of the trends headed downward instead of upward, right? The whole flattening the curve thing. So I think once we get into some positive news and people adjust into the new normals of what that's going to look like, things are going to bounce back pretty quickly. Even here we are, day one of the lock-in here, and I have 3 offers on listings that we're reviewing with our clients today. So it's still a very competitive market. We're going to have definitely a pause here while things are not able to be shown. We can't technically we cannot go show any property. So I think everything's going to be on a standstill here for a few weeks, but there's definitely a strong buyer demand that's going to be released as soon as we are okay to get out and start showing properties again. On the buyer side, the question that we get is, well, should we wait? Like, what do we do, Josh? Should we wait like till next year, or what do we do? And I think the big thing is you have to look at your own personal situation, right? There's a lot of fallout from the coronavirus that a lot of people have lost their jobs. We had 3 deals fall apart in this last week on our listings because buyers lost their jobs or had their hours reduced. So that's a real thing, right? That's going to be happening. But most of those people, right, when things get going again, they're going to have their jobs right back and back to their normal hours, and off we go. So as long as you're feeling like your job is pretty secure, right, that you're not going to be affected by this, that was a great time, right? The rates are still in the 3s. I think you're going to have less competition now than you're going to have once this does break free, whenever that is down the road. because there's going to be a whole lot more buyers that are going to be coming into the marketplace. So if you're able to make a purchase now, you're going to probably have less competition than you might have a little later in the year. The other thing is, what can you be doing now as a buyer or a seller to set yourself up for success down the road, right? So on the seller side, decluttering, right? Getting those house projects finished that you've been putting off for months or years. You now or maybe have some more time around the house that you can work on those. Get your landscaping dialed in. It's spring is almost here. We're here. So as the weather gets better, you can be getting those outside projects done. On the buyer side, right, we can still do your full buyer consultation can be done online, right, via Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or whatever platform you want to use. And I guess same thing on that on the seller side. So we can still do virtual walkthroughs with you. So if you have a smartphone, an iPhone or something, we can just FaceTime with you, take a look at some of your projects, tell you if that's a good project to do or if it's a waste of time or money or energy. So we can still do your walkthroughs with our sellers virtually to help them get their homes ready and know what projects are worth doing and what ones to skip over. The other thing on buyers, you can use this time to not only get pre-approved, but get fully underwritten, right? So not only get everything over to your lender, but allow the lender to get everything moving through the process so that your loan can be fully underwritten. So when you go to make your offer, you're even a stronger buyer. And the other thing on the buyer side is use this time to really fine tune your budget, right? A lot of times we're always thinking about things in best case scenarios, right? I'm a big fan of leaving some margin in your finances, right? You don't want to stretch yourself all the way to the limit. So take a look at your budget and say, okay, where are we really at? Are there things we can cut out? Or are we stretching ourselves too much? Or do we have more room in there? Just by analyzing your budget a little closer, you can have a better idea what you have, which ultimately gives you more peace of mind as you're going into the home purchase. I think the big thing to remember in all of this, guys, is this too shall pass. We'll get through it. We've been doing this 16 years now. We're going to be delivering some great information to you guys in the coming days and weeks about what we're seeing just from a stat standpoint, numbers, analytics, and whatnot. We'll be taking a look at a few articles and things we want to be sharing with you guys. So keep your eye out for that. But that's the update I got for you today. So hope you guys are doing well. Enjoy this extra time you have with your family and your new routines. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon.